Mm. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. We had some big news out of Cleveland, like we were people were reporting yesterday, and what they were reporting on, obviously, Myles Garrett getting traded, and so now he's him being traded. That helps out the L.A. Rams because what's his name is coming back too. I forget his name from that used to play with the Rams. Um, God, I can't forget his name, but he's actually making a comeback, I believe. So him and Myles Garrett on that defensive line is going to be crazy. It's just absolutely going to be insane. So Cleveland Browns are tooling up their roster, and what could this mean for Shedeur? Moving forward because Myles Garrett, I mean, for him, for a player like him, he need to move on. To be honest with you, the Browns, they're in a they trying to figure out what they're going to do with this offense. And he wants to 90% of the time when he play a game, he want to know he can be in contention to win, especially at the prime of his career. Yeah, Myles Garrett, the prime of his career. I'm like, he's not going to spend his whole career in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to, like, please let him go. Like Njoku left. So I was thinking about this. So Myles Garrett left. And he was traded for edge rusher Jarrett Verse. Jarrett Verse is obviously a younger player. A lot of people said that's a really good trade for the Browns. I agree. If you're going to trade Myles Garrett, you're going to have to get somebody that is good. They also have a 2027 first round pick and a 2028 second round pick and a 2029 third round pick. The teams announced the deal yesterday. Okay. But I wanted to like kind of sit on this for a minute to try to see like what does this mean for Shedeur moving forward? Because look, let's go back. The information is in the details here. So remember, for that trade, they got Jarrett Verse, edge rusher Jarrett Verse. They have a 2027 first round pick. Who do you think what you think they're gonna do in the 2027 first pick? Who you think they're gonna get? They go down. I'm telling you guys, they going for a quarterback, yo. I know people hate to hear that, but I'm hoping that Shedeur go to the Jets. All right. So just bear with me here for a second. Bear with me here for a second. Um they not sold on a quarterback position. They're going with what's his name already because they're paying him a lot of money. He's gonna be gone after this year anyway. So let me just ask you a question real quick. Jarrett Verse. They got Jarrett Verse. That's good. But they have a 2027 first round pick. They have a 2028 second round pick and a 2029 third round pick. But more importantly, for Jarrett Verse, along with Jarrett Verse, they have a 2027 first round pick. And what's his name is going to be. There was a lot of talk. I know they went to his game at Texas and everything. There's a lot of talk about Manning. He should be coming out for the 2027 draft. Guys, they may go for a quarterback here. And what does that mean for Shedeur? Hey, Shedeur, you could go ahead and come on to the New York Jets, baby. Yes, you can. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But there's a lot of variables here that could change now. Now that Myles Garrett left, why not go with Shedeur now? You know what I'm saying? And let Deshaun be the backup. Because it's happened before. Somebody had to remind me. They said, Max, it happened with Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins signed a huge contract and he was sitting the bench. I said that could probably go down right now because if I'm getting rid of Myles Garrett, I'm bringing in Jared Verse. I'm going with Shedeur at this point because I want to see what Shedeur could do for the whole year because he might be my quarterback of the future. The only way you're gonna know that is given the opportunity now. Because I could see if Myles Garrett stayed there, he's at the prime of his career. You want to do all you can to win while you got that kind of player on the team. But now that he's gone, Jared Verse is a little younger. But Myles Garrett, he's in the prime of his career. He wants to win now. And they weren't, I'm being honest with you, the Browns weren't in contention to win right now. They were not. Now that they let him go, okay, Miles going on to see if he could try to do some things, right? Why not let Shedeur go ahead and start the season and let him play the rest of the season? Oh, I'm gonna come back to that. The realist about Matt in a second. I'm gonna come back to that. But here's the thing: now that Miles is gone, you have to go with the young gunner. You have to let the young gun, Aaron Donald. Thank you. Aaron Donald coming back, Kevin. He getting ready. He's coming back to play with Miles. Oh yes, Aaron Donald's coming out of retirement. He didn't announce it yet, but I'm seeing activity and stuff. He's getting ready. He's in full workout mode. He's getting ready now. He's getting ready and he's going to come back and play with Miles. This is going to be crazy. He didn't announce it yet, but you heard it here. He didn't announce it yet. But trust me, he's in the facility. He's not working out with the team, but he's in the facility though. So remember that. So now that we have, yeah, Jared Verse is a decent move because look, check this out. Jared Verse is a young gunner. He's been in the league, what, 3 years? Went to the Pro Bowl, different things like that. So he's a young player. He could deserve it. He could wait a little bit to win. Myles Garrett couldn't wait. He's like, come on, man, let him go. So now that you let him go, you got a bunch of young gunners on the team that could build together now. So at this particular juncture, now I'm okay with you got to let Shedeur start. I don't give a damn they paying Deshaun all that money. He's just gonna have to be a high paid backup. At this particular point, we know what Shedeur could do. Okay, but we have to let him be the man, though. He has to be the man now, all the way up leading into the season. If that's the case, there's no more excuses. There's no more excuses no more. Let him be the man now because we need to know what he could do. Because look, he might be the future. Now you got Jared Verse and every different things like that. Maybe add some more to maybe add some more to the offensive line because that offensive line kind of old. They already got Fano. They might get some more players in next year's draft, and now you building with the young gunners, right? Led by Shedeur. Okay, you could tell some of the team like Shedeur. You see when Shedeur did his last vlog, he had one of the players with him. You see that? So they gonna have so at this point, guys, I'm expecting Shedeur to start on opening day. I'm expecting him to start. I know that they're not going to start Shedeur unless Deshaun is hurt or throw 3 interceptions. But either way you look at it, Kevin, Shedeur is in the driver's seat. Even if he don't start, he don't have no pressure. Deshaun has the pressure. Because if Deshaun don't do what he got to do, and by week 5, if they're 0-4 going into week 5, what do you think? If they're 0-4, they better not start that season out 0-4. Because now you got Shedeur. You might as well put him in to try to save the season. So the younger players could rally around him. At this point, I'm okay with them just go ahead and start Shedeur at this point. Now they just got a high paid back. But the thing is that owner. That owner is not going to want to do that because he paying Deshaun all that money. But it will make sense to go ahead and play the new guy. You have to give Shedeur an opportunity to be the man starting the season. So he can gel and stuff like that. And and get things down. Because you never know. Like he could turn something. He could turn salt in the water. I mean, salt in the wine or water in the wine. He could do it. He did it at Colorado. Think about all the problems they had at Colorado with that offensive line, and he managed to get them to a bowl game for the first time since 2004. I'll wait. All the problems they had, he still managed to get them to a bowl game. Well, with the help of Travis and others, but he still was the quarterback leading the way. And they got to their first bowl appearance since 2004. Okay, the kid's a winner, so you might as well just eat your pride and say that you got to pay this dude $46 million for nothing. But we all know how that owner is. That owner is probably going to be like, no, kick rocks. Okay, kick rocks. I'm paying him $47 million. We need to see what he can do. Okay. Hey, Charmaine. So it's right now. If they start Shedeur because he's the young gunner, I'm okay with that. But if they want to sit up there and give Deshaun a chance, they better start that season off 4-3 or 4-1. Or let me see. Realistically speaking, even if they started out I'm saying 4-1. Like if you start that season out 2-3, you gotta let Shedeur play, man. You can't wait because he could save the season. Last year was too late. He couldn't save the season, too late. And then you barely let him play with the ones, but now they are letting him play with the ones because they know that Shedeur got to be ready. The coach know that because if Deshaun can't go, Shedeur has to be ready. It ain't no situation where he ain't getting no opportunity with the first team. That can't happen this year because they might as well just chalk it up now. Okay. And maybe they lucky they win 1 or 2 games. They might as well just chalk that down now if that's what they're gonna do. No, they have to make sure both quarterbacks are ready. And mainly Shedeur. They gotta make sure he's ready. Okay. Well, they can keep 4 quarterbacks. One will be on the practice squad. He won't even travel with the team. They could do that. Well, last year, yeah, they had 3 last year, right? Yeah. Yeah, they Shedeur. Yeah, they only played 3 last year. You're right. But the coach liked the young guy, the one that they just drafted. The coach liked him. Taylor Green. Yeah, I know Myles Garrett's happy. You said Shedeur must enjoy the bench while watching the circus and making money. It's not worth the risk of injuries. Here's the thing. It's not worth it unless they let him be the man from the gate. But if he's sitting up there not getting no opportunities with the ones and stuff like that, and they just gonna throw him in with the dogs, forget it. Like they did last year. But this year, the coach is giving him reps with the ones because he has to be ready. Because you don't know if Deshaun is going to hold up or not. You don't know. Because if he don't, guess what? If Shador is not ready, then the season is gone. They might as well unless they playing for you know what? Unless they're playing for Manning. That's only because you remember the coach went, he made it his business to go to that Texas game. Manning coming out this year. Manning coming out this year. But here's the thing. I mean, I like Green too because you can move in the wide receiver, with his attributes. You said Browns are done with Watson, bro. Browns are all about clearing the books and get ready for Arch Manning next season and other future draft picks. Time to tank. I'm thinking about that too. I'm thinking they're gonna tank again, and they letting Myles go because that's not fair to Myles. If they're gonna sit up here and tank and don't give a damn about the season, then yeah, that was good for them to let Myles go. But why don't you let Shedeur go to the Jets then? I know what y'all keep saying. Why you keep saying the Jets? You keep saying the Jets because that's what you want to follow. No, the Jets wanted him. I told y'all last year at the trading deadline, the owner called them and said, "Yo, let's give us Shedeur, but y'all not using him anyway. Just give him to us because we need a quarterback." They said no, just like that, with no reason. No. All right. So the Jets like, all right, cool. You said Judy seemed like he catch the ball better with Deshaun. They boys though. I heard they real cool. You said Arch Manning not going to Cleveland. Shit, if he the first round pick, and if they got if Cleveland is in the top five, yeah, he might. Or he might go to the Jets. You hear me? He might go to the Oh man. Let me leave my Jets alone, man. Let me leave it alone. There's people like, man, why you keep talking about the Jets, man? I said, well, what's your team? What's your team? Because I'm not finna sit here and watch no Cleveland Brown games unless Shedeur play. If he plays, then I'm gonna watch the games. Okay. If he play, but I'm telling you guys, remember I said this. Shedeur better be ready. He got to be ready because I don't know how Deshaun gonna hold up. We'll see. He haven't taken an NFL hit in how long? We'll see. We'll see. The only reason why I keep saying the Jets today is because the owner tried to get him last year by the trade deadline. He just knew he was getting them too. Because he was like, yeah, they ain't using them. Like, we go ahead and give you a few draft picks. We'll take them. They said, nope. Because he bringing in a lot of fans over here, baby. So no. Yeah, if he ain't playing, I'm not watching. And I'm going to hate on him. Not him, but I'm going to hate on the Browns. Oh, they getting ready to get an earful for me. I'm going to hate on them every play. Well, I'm not going to watch the play, but I'm going to watch the box scores. After the game, I'll get them. You said Pons is a steal. Well, you know where Pons at, right? Pons Pons with the Jets. Okay. Pons is with the Jets now. D'Angelo Pons from Indiana. That's right. And he guess what? We treating him like everything right now. Everything. We don't they don't roll out the red carpet for D'Angelo Pons. And you know what they're thinking? It is a steal. And Bailey, right. They said it's a steal. They treating him like it's a steal. He ain't leaving New York. Um, but talking to getting back to Shedeur. Shedeur is still in the driver's seat because he don't have no pressure. Because if they're gonna go ahead and start Deshaun, then he just got to be ready in case of something happened to Deshaun. I hope nothing happened. I don't wish nothing on nobody, but you know the NFL is a very violent sport. Anything can happen. Now I'm expecting him to play the damn season because Aaron Rodgers did, and Aaron Rodgers is older than Deshaun Watson. So if Aaron Rodgers can survive, he should be able to, which is going to make me even hotter because I want Shedeur with the Jets. I'm gonna be, oh my God, I can't wait for the season. Listen, if they start out 5-0, I'm not gonna hate. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. Shedeur made 17 million in jersey sales. He grossed 17 million in jersey sales. He didn't make 17 million. After all said and done with taxes, he probably bought home 9. You know how Uncle Sam is. But yes, he grossed over 17 million plus in revenue. Travis came in number 2. Okay. Travis came in number 2. So what is that saying with people that's going to Colorado? Maybe Coach Prime could, just like Jay said, you said you made Hove, make another Hove. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could duplicate that. You know, that'd be something I'm thinking about. That's a business move. So if he set up there and did this for these guys, well, let's see if we can go up there and get some of that secret sauce in that marketing. Remember, they work hard in their marketing because they online, they make videos, um, they sign autographs, they're not assholes to the fans. All that matters. So that's why. And people like them, they're very marketable. They know how to talk, everything. You got to be able to do everything. So it's no secret that they made all that money. Okay. The reason, excuse me, the reason why they made all that money is because, oh, excuse me. The reason why they made all that money is because they know how to talk when they get in front of a microphone. Okay. That's why they made all that money. They're marketable. Every time I turn around, Travis doing a commercial. Okay. You say it's a trade final with Myles. Yeah. Yeah. They announced it yesterday, but I'm late because I wanted to make sure. And I wanted to think about what this means for Shedeur because he's part of the young generation of Cleveland Browns players. So they're young enough to build this thing. Myles ready to win now. So I don't agree that they should tank their season and try to get Peyton Manning nephew. No, you need to go with what you got now. We already know. You see what Shedeur did last season. There's some glimpses of greatness there. So you got to let him be the man now. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. I could bet money on it. If he went to the Jets, he'd be playing. I'm just telling y'all this. You know why? For them, they don't give a damn he win a game or not. You know why? Because first of all, everybody like him. He been on sold that damn stadium out. Okay. That's a plus, not a minus. And then everything else we'll build around it that way. We'll build around it. Now that AJ Brown finally got a passing quarterback, I should see 1,500 yards. Okay. Um, so now, like I said, I'm not wishing nothing on Deshaun. I'm not. But we're gonna see how his body holds up. But like I said, if you see that the magic number is week 5. At week 5, after week 4, going to week 5, they better have a winning record. If not, you might as well put the young gunner in. Okay. And keep him in, and that's it. And then build on it next year because you got young players. Okay. I'm in agreement right now where you should just put him in now. Okay. Just hey, Kirk Cousins was a high paid. Well, damn. So I mean, Kirk, he got about I forget how much they paid Kirk last year to sit the bench. I mean, it happens. It happens. So the owner might as well cut his losses and say, look, I just got to pay the kid, man. My bad. But that's not happening. Not with that owner. If anybody know that owner is like Jerry Jones, it's not happening. He's gonna at least give Deshaun a go. So we'll see. But anyway, like I said before, any way you look at it, Shador is not in, and he don't have no pressure. He's right there, ready to go. Deshaun got all the pressure because he got to come in and win. Okay, he got something to prove. Shador don't. Not right now. All he got to do is just be ready to go when they call his number. Get right in there and do some Superman magic, and then everything is good. But yeah, Myles is gone. And guys, he going to the Rams. And guess who is sitting up there getting ready? Aaron Donald, man. This is crazy. Aaron Donald, he's sitting, I mean, he really working out. He getting ready to go. That's what it is. And he know what's his name there now? Oh, hell no. He going. He want a piece of the action. Do you think Shador will play in the pre? Yeah, of course he is. Of course. Oh yeah, we gonna see Shador. And matter of fact, we gonna see a lot of them. Oh yes. Yeah, he playing that preseason game. He Aaron Donald didn't announce yet. Well, you remember? Just come back to me, Kev. When he come back, just say you Max. You did say that, man. Unless he just working out like he is still in the NFL, because that's what I saw. I mean, he working out like he getting ready for the league, man. So maybe that's just his workout. But I seem to think he coming back. We'll see. Because his wife, he had the jersey on and she had her jersey on and she looking at the camera. He was sleeping. She looked at the camera, shaking her head with that smile, like, yeah, y'all don't know yet. He coming back. She did it. She like shook her head. She had her jersey on. She said, we getting ready. Man, if he come back, that's insane. I'm just telling y'all this. They damn near that's scary. You said Aaron Donald got an 8-pack. Of course, he's gonna work out like he's still in the league. It's a video his wife made. He was asleep. They both had their jerseys on, and she looking at the camera. She like this. She's smiling, looking at the camera, like, "Yep, it's getting ready. It's a go. It's a go time." You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see. I know if he did come back, that's like unfair. You got two maniacs on the line. They going quarterback hunting. But anyway, we'll see. Um, so Deshaun, so we'll see. We'll see what will happen with Shedeur. So y'all know the news. He grossed over 17 some million plus. Um, Uncle Sam had their hand out, so he grossed 17 million. Um, Travis came in second. Coach Prime, I saw he said in the video, he's saying something about the haters. He had addressed that. But what he don't understand, what he got to understand is, which he already know. This is not just hate though. It's a concerted effort to drive him out of there. That's not just hate. There's some people there at Colorado. They don't like him. They just don't like him, yo. Whether you call that hate or well, yeah, that's hate. But it all started when he first got there. That's when it started. When he first got there, and they are trying to see, because remember what Matt said. He said he's not going to quit. He said we have to put pressure on him through the media. That's what he said. We have to put pressure on him from the media for him to quit, for him to leave. He said, but he ain't going to. No, he said coach is not going to get fired. He's not getting fired because he brings too much revenue up there. He's not getting fired. We have to put pressure on him on the media to quit. And Matt sitting up there, he already said that he don't recruit in California. And then when you look at the roster, there's some kids on the roster from California. Okay. There's some kids on the roster from California and Colorado. Where is what's his well, he didn't recruit what's his name, but he kept him, didn't he? What's his name? The safety. He from Colorado. Okay. And then there's some recruits that's there from Colorado. Okay. So, but the reason why they're doing that is because they want him out of there. They don't give a damn about the revenue and attention that they're getting. They don't care about that. Okay. I'm just telling you this. They don't care about that. It's just that he is not kissing their behinds. Okay. I'm just telling y'all this. I've been saying it. And it's all good. I mean, they have a right to feel how they want to feel, but I'm just laying it down like that. That's how it is. There's a conflict there. And he said that he was on the committee to bring him there. That's what he said. Ain't nobody checked him on it. I was waiting for somebody to check him on it. Ain't nobody checked him on it. So it must be true. He must have been on the committee then. But he's saying that he don't like to recruit in state. And or for me to counteract that, well, you gotta look on the roster. Are there some players there from Colorado that's coming in? The answer is yes. So there's and what's interesting about Matt? What's interesting about it is he had Bucky on his show. I didn't. I didn't have Bucky on it. He didn't want to have Bucky on the show. If he didn't feel comfortable with calling Coach Prime, he could have texted Bucky. Hey Bucky, man, what's up with y'all recruiting? Y'all not recruiting my guys. Then he could have got on the phone with Coach. He said, okay, if you got some guys, can they play? Like, yeah, Coach, they dogs. Okay, bring them. But he didn't do that. So that means that there's an agenda here now. And he's not scared about it. He already said what the agenda is. We have to put pressure on him through the media to get him out of there. They want to piss him off so bad that make him just like, the hell with this. I don't need this, and get out of there. That's the deal. That's the deal. Because he said it. I didn't say it. He said it. He said it on his one of his shows. He said it. But that's the reason why some of these players are getting at him. And then shout out to one of the players. He said, yeah, I was wrong about that, about Coach not recruiting in California. He's all I had to do was go look at the roster. Yeah, there's people there from California. All right. And he did, remember last year he recruited a top pick that didn't end up going there. He switched schools and went somewhere else. He was from California. He's a defensive back. He was from California. So they do recruit in California. But the thing is, it was put out there. So, and I know why they're doing it. And they talking about, well, he's on the hot seat this year. Why should he be on the hot seat when he took y'all to a bowl game in 24? That was the first time y'all went to a bowl game since 2004. Okay? The first time they went to a bowl game since 2004, guys. And that was in 24. Okay? That was 20 years. Okay? The last time they went to a bowl game, Shedeur was like 2 years old. Okay? Shiloh was like, all right, let me see what they saying. Hello? No. No, I didn't go on the website and do anything. I just made a call. He said that I don't deserve a policy and he's canceling it. He called me 3 or 4 times. I can take the screenshots of the calls. He called 3 or 4 times back to back, and I finally picked up, and he said, since you were being rude, I wasn't being rude. He kept asking me about my premium. And I said, I'm not worried about the premium right now because it's automatically come out of my checking account. I need to file a claim because I have rodent damage in my engine. And he kept insisting on saying that I will save money and I hung up. And then he kept calling back. He said, since you want to be rude, I'm canceling your effing policy. You don't deserve a policy. So this is the company's decision to cancel my policy because he worked for the company. And I don't know if he works in the United States because he had he looked like he sounded like he's either from England, India or Bangladesh, one or the other. But that's who I talked to because I really couldn't understand him. So we were having like a, and that's what happened there. So I don't know if he's even in the United States. I I did not request for my policy to get canceled at all. He said I don't deserve a policy, and he's canceling it. No, I did not do anything online. He must have did it himself. He must have went online and did it himself. I did not go online and cancel the policy. And you guys can do, actually you can conduct, you can get the police involved and run a check. Here's the thing, is I used to work for insurance. You can get the police involved and have my IP address traced. You can have the courts do it. You can have them subpoena my IP address and see did I go on there and cancel it. You can do that. Because this is serious, because he said that he was canceling my policy and I didn't deserve a policy. Because I'm thinking I might have to go to the insurance court to make a complaint because I didn't do it. So you would have to get my IP address subpoena. You can have that, the courts do that, because I didn't do it. I did not go on bristolwest.com whatsoever. He did that. He said I did not deserve a policy, and he cussed at me and called me a MFer. And he said I don't deserve a policy, and he's canceling my policy. My mother heard it. My mother was right here, and she heard it. It don't make no sense for me to cancel my policy because I have rodent damage in my engine, and I never missed a payment. So it's unusual. I never missed a payment. And matter of fact, my payment just came out on June 1st. And I have rodent damage in my vehicle. I'm trying to get my car fixed. So it didn't make sense for me to cancel the policy. Mhm. No, I'm not in a rental vehicle yet because they said I don't have insurance. Mhm. And then also, I'm going to get in trouble with DMV because I need insurance. Somebody told me like the only way is to get the police involved because he canceled it, and it's gonna affect me heavily. I'm gonna get sanctioned and everything because of the work I do. I need insurance. Yeah, I can't believe this happened. Right. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Sure. Yeah. Can I ask you a question? That customer service rep, are they in India? It is. Yes. Right. Yeah, it's fraud. It's fraud because somebody told me I got to get the police involved because he has my information. I don't know if he's in the United States. He has my address because he threatened me. He said I don't deserve a policy, and he canceled this on my behalf. And that's kind of like it's fraud as well, and it's going to get me in trouble with DMV. Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, it's not your fault. It's just it's wild. It's wild. Actually, it happens a lot. I read it on Reddit. It's and they said these people are from India. It's on Reddit. You guys are on Reddit. And it's recent too. It's recent. Yeah, it's on Reddit. And they talked to somebody, they couldn't hardly understand them, and the person just canceled their policy. It happens a lot. It's on Reddit. And then somebody was telling me like you can like you guys you can literally subpoena my IP address to find out if I went on Bristol West and canceled it. You can do that. And you can see that I wasn't never on Bristol West to cancel the policy. So I don't know if he did something like some kind of hack or something and hack me and cancel the policy. I'm not sure. But it's definitely but he definitely don't sound like he's in the United States. Sound like he's from India. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's unusual. I couldn't believe he was saying that, and I like he's joking. He's not canceling the policy. And then, in fact, y'all said my policy's in cancellation mode. And then yesterday, talked to another rep. He looked like he was from India. He put me on hold. I was on hold for like 4 minutes. He just sitting there doing something. I said, "Do you need me to call back?" He said, "Just hold on, just hold on." And he was doing something else. I don't know what he was doing. And I said, "Well, I can't stay on hold. It's been like 10 minutes. Like, what do you want me to do?" He said, "I just said hold on." Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. So I just hung up on him. So I didn't want to, go back and forth, but I just hung up on him. Yeah. But I hung up on the other guy, but he kept calling back, and I guess he was having a bad day and he canceled my policy. Yeah. Also, do you know how long it'll take for the assessor to come out to Nissan? Because Nissan called today. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm going through a fraud situation. One of these customer service reps, he canceled my policy because I couldn't understand what he was saying. I said, "Well, I'm gonna have to get off." He kept calling me back. He said, "I don't deserve a policy," and he canceled it. And he made it seem like I went on there and canceled it. He hacked the system or something. So I have to get the police involved. It's crazy. So because I'm telling them, please subpoena my IP address to see that I didn't do it, that it didn't come from the United States, from New Jersey. So yeah, it's crazy, man. But what they don't know is it happens a lot. Oh, well, they said that yeah, he said he called me today. Nissan called me today. He said he hasn't talked to anybody. He said he didn't talk to anybody. He's waiting to hear from Nissan. That's what the guy said at Nissan. What's his name? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But he called me this morning and said that he's still waiting. Okay. 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 1227. Okay. All right. I'll give him a. Okay. All right. I'll. Yes. Yeah. I gotta do a police report. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is fraud. This is just another step I gotta go through. This is crazy, y'all. You said Shannon Sharp got caught with a dude named Royce Styles. Let me look into this. Did that just come out? You said he was a stylist or something. Did that just come out today? I don't see any news on it. Did who reported on that? Do y'all know? You know one thing about Shannon, you know his show, Club Shay Shay? Oh, okay. You know Club Shay Shay and his YouTube channel that he had with Ocho? He owns that outright. He doesn't have anybody like partnering up with him. So all of that money goes to him. And I'm thinking that's an issue in itself. Somebody wants a part of it. And if you got anything in your closet, it's gonna come out. Okay. You too. Yes. Okay. So with that type of money that Shannon is making, when you get in, people want a part of that. And if you got anything in your closet, it's gonna come out. You said D Print dated Kerry Rhodes, the NFL player. Now I know that there was like a recording of him. It seemed like it was him. He was like, Hollywood, what you want to do with it? I remember that recording. Okay. Um, so you said Tasha K. She just report on it today? Now, also is the person he claiming harassment or something. So I figured they weren't done with Shannon yet. When you in this particular space, right? When you start getting major traction, you got to be careful on who you align yourself with. Yeah, it wasn't me. You can, like I told her, you can subpoena my IP address to see if I didn't do it. I did not go on bristolwest.com and cancel a policy. It was the day that it was initiated that the policy was canceled. Right, right. What phone number did I call from? 804-6. Hold on a second. 80. He could have had it. He could have hacked me. Yeah, but he was gonna cancel the policy because I don't deserve it, and the policy got canceled. So he hacked me. It can happen. Also, if you go on Reddit, this has happened before. This is not the first time this has happened. People policies got canceled without their knowledge. You said, "Oh, well, give me 1 second." Wait. Give me 1 second. You said, what can't you not do internally? Okay, okay. But the thing is, ma'am, my policy was canceled and I didn't cancel it. So he canceled my policy. He did it some type of way. Hey, mom, you remember that guy was cursing at me yesterday? And he said I don't deserve a motherfucking policy. He said it just like that and called me all types of words and he canceled my policy. They're saying that they don't have no way of canceling it. And my policy is canceled and I didn't log in on Bristol West on my computer. I just wanted to do a claim. Yes, ma'am. Okay. They did this on purpose because they don't want to pay the claim. Because my card, they didn't realize how new it is. They don't want to pay the claim. That's what it is. Because this is like five, six, 7,000 in damage. They don't want to pay the claim. And they canceled it and trying to make it seem like I canceled it. Hold on a second. The reason why I know that's the thing, because if you go on Reddit, it happened to somebody else and they had to get the police involved. So I gotta call the police. All right. Okay. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Okay. They have some of the best hackers in the world in India. They have some of the best hackers in the world over there. Yes, they can hack it. Okay. 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 Oh, and just to let you know, if need be, you can get the police involved. You can get them involved and subpoena the IP addresses and everything. Yeah. Okay. Because okay. Okay. All right. All right. Thanks a lot. All right. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. I appreciate you. All right. All right. You too. Take care. Yeah, guys, it's a fraud situation happened. So with my insurance, when they looked at the damage on my car and they looked at how much it's going to cost, all of a sudden my policy got canceled. And it's a known thing that they do on Reddit. And luckily I know my rights. And I'm getting ready to file a police report. And then that'll take it to court, and then we can subpoena my IP address. So they deal with some people in India, and they can hack your system and cancel your policy as if you did it yourself. It's happened before. They know it happened. They just can't tell me on the recorded line, but it's a problem they're having. And so what I can do is if I go to court, they just gotta get me another car. Like on they just give me the money. They don't want to cut that check, but they're gonna have to cut the check. Okay. Yeah, they looked at that damage because Nissan was like, yeah, this is what's wrong with the car. And all of a sudden, he baited me too, because he was like, hold on, sir. And he had me on hold for like 5 minutes. I said, sir, you still there? I said, hold on. And I said, sir, who you talking to? You getting disrespectful with me? And so I hung up on him. So then he called me back. He said, I'm canceling your policy. You don't deserve a policy. That's how it happened. They don't know that I recorded the conversation. They don't know that yet. So once I get the cops involved, get a police report, and then I got to take up a claim on them. It's like a small claim. It's not that much. It's a small claims court situation, but it's just a headache. Hopefully they'll be able to fix it because I got somebody nice on the phone. So hopefully because it's happened before and it's a problem with them. So hopefully they'll fix it. It's fraud actually. It's unbelievable. So that's what I was doing. But anyway, thank you for the donation, Chris. You said finally catching up with you. You're live in peace and love, Max. By the way, if they're going younger, might as well ship off Watson as well. The thing is, they can't unload his contract until after the season. After that, or they can just let him sit the bench like they did Kirk Cousins. Because somebody had reminded me, they said, Max, Kirk Cousins sat the bench and he was making a lot of money. I said, yeah, that's right. That's right. So so what they can do is now that they let Myles Garrett go, because Myles Garrett, he's in the prime of his career. He deserves to win now if he can. If he can go somewhere to try to win, then that's the best bet in his situation, in his prime. Now that they brought in the new player, he's still young. He's been in the league like 3 years, but he's good though. He can stand the build and win a championship with Shedeur now. If that's the route they're gonna go in. So it makes sense to cut their losses and just start the young person, start Shedeur. Because it's not that we don't know what he can do. We've already seen Shedeur play in the NFL. We know he can play. It's just a matter of letting him be the man to work with his players. But yeah, if you're gonna let Deshaun go, let Judy go too. Let Jerry Judy go too. Because I saw when Shedeur threw that ball to him, he could have caught it. He didn't even make the effort to catch and it got intercepted. I don't like that. But anyway, Shador got enough weapons with Harold Fannin Jr. He got the running back. Quinshawn Judkins is good. They got the 2 draft picks in. They got Fano there. So, so with the Browns, I hope I'm wrong. So tell me if you think I'm wrong. You said the Browns got fleeced. Why couldn't they get 2 first-round picks for Garrett? I agree. But they did get 1 first-round pick. The year after that, they got a second-round pick, and the year after that, they got a third-round pick. I believe because they're going after a quarterback. They still got Manning in sight. I could be wrong. Oh, that lady was nice to work with me though. Did you hear? They hacked me, and the people are from India. They hacked me. That's what happened. They're gonna have to reinstate my policy because it's a fraud situation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna file a claim with the Department of Insurance. I'm gonna do that tomorrow because it's too late now. I'm gonna do it with the Department of Insurance, and then I gotta file a police report, and then the Department of Insurance, they're gonna probably direct me to do that because I got to go to their fraud division because I used to work, insurance. I know the steps. So then from there, I have to file a chairman's complaint with the insurance company. I got to go to the chairman's department because they got their own complaint division. And this has happened before. So it's in their system that somebody from India has canceled somebody before. It's a known problem they have, but they don't want to dish out that money because I'm going to request for more money now, not just to cover my car. You're going to have to make me whole for getting me in trouble with DMV because I can't drive a car with no insurance. Yeah. Especially with the work I do. Yeah. But anyway, let me get back to this. So you said Jag gotta go. Um, so I think you said they're gonna trade Shedeur, not Watson. Here's the thing: if they trade him, like I said, you know where I want him to go, right? But wherever they do trade him to, he's gonna be the man wherever he goes. And also they probably gonna try to get some draft picks. But I don't know. That don't make sense to trade Shedeur though, because he's the younger of the two. It don't make sense to, right? Because the thing is, I could see if I didn't know what he can do, but I know what Shedeur could do because we saw it. But and if they trade him, where do you think they would trade him to? I don't know. I'm looking at other teams. New Orleans. Who else? New Orleans. Miami have a quarterback, don't they? They have what's his name? Miami has the Georgia Tech quarterback. Or where's the Georgia Tech quarterback at? Is he at Miami? I think he went to Miami. He's backing up what's his name? I can't remember where he went. Actually, where did he go? The one that killed Colorado this past season. Um, I forget where he. I forget. It's a couple places he can go if they decide to go that route because they can get a lot of value for him. Even though he's a fifth round pick, it don't matter. You can get some value for Shedeur. But I don't know, man. I seem to think Shedeur is still in the driver's seat. You said New Orleans like their quarterback. Yeah, they got Spencer Rattler. Shout out to Spencer Rattler. He worked his way up, didn't he? Spencer said, "No, I ain't going nowhere." He worked his way up. But I don't know, man. Like for me, it don't make sense when you got a young quarterback like Shedeur. I would build him up and build a team around him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I personally would do. But hey, it ain't me. I'm not the GM, the owner. So, but any way you look at it, though, he's still in the driver's seat because um he don't have no pressure. Deshaun has the pressure to win. Shedeur can just come in and just be relaxed and do his thing if need be. Since when does Cleveland Browns do what makes sense? Hey, you ain't right. You ain't lying. You said since when they did something to make you right about that. You ain't lying. You said Tyler Show is New Orleans. I thought it was Spencer Rattler. So he not the quarterback. Um, we already know who Las Vegas got. They got the number one draft pick. There's a couple situations. We'll see. And I'm gonna tell you something. The Giants might trade what's his name. So Shedeur might end up with the Giants. After what's his name now? I don't now let me see what you guys think about this to see if I'm reaching. They made a big deal out of the situation with him introducing Trump. You know, the quarterback. The fans don't like that. Some of the Giants fans don't like that, bro. Because a guy I went to school with in high school with, he's a hardcore Giants fan. Listen, he's so hardcore, he's met all the players. He's one of those preferred members. He's a season ticket holder, but he spends so much money that he's at all of their events. He said they not feeling what he did, yo, and they want him traded. Some of the money over there want him traded. So it could be a situation where Shedeur end up there because they really wanted Shedeur anyway. He told me this. I remember he used to watch my videos. He didn't know nothing really about Shedeur until he started watching my videos. He said, "Bro, Shedeur can play, yo." I said, "I know." And then a lot of the other Giants fans, well, they knew about Shedeur. A lot of people, he just didn't know about him, but a lot of other people did. They really wanted Shedeur. You remember that video when Shedeur had the Giants cleats? Y'all remember that? He thought that was confirmation that he was coming to New York. And a lot of the fans started like getting excited about it. I'm talking about the season ticket holders. A lot of the season ticket holders started to get excited about Shedeur. You see what I'm saying? Especially they saw the video with him and the wide receiver throwing around in New York. That was big to them. I'm telling you, these fans act like that. They are hardcore. They just knew they were getting Shedeur. Okay. Now they didn't get him. So Shedeur gonna end up somewhere. Remember that. He, if not stay in Cleveland, but we'll see. He's still in the driver's seat. The reason why I say he in the driver's seat because we all know he can play. Okay, that's not a question. It's just a matter of when he gonna play. Is he gonna start the season off? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Now, does he have the ability to? Yeah, but Deshaun is there, so he's in a situation, but it'll work out probably in the end. That's how you know. But regardless of the fact, he's still raked in over 17 plus million. That's a plus, not a minus. He got paid more than some people, you know what I'm saying? He got paid more than anybody in the fifth round ever, probably. So you just got to think about, man, that kid is marketable. If you made 17 plus million in jersey sales, that's just jersey sales alone. That's not the other endorsements. Okay. That's just the jersey sales. Imagine the shoe deal and the other stuff that he got going on. So you don't notice it by the way he act because he's really quiet. You know what I'm saying? He's a reserved type of guy. So you really don't see it. And he's kind of down to earth. You know what I'm saying? Um, you said it'd be after the trade line, just like Lad. That could be it too. But any way you look at it though, Shedeur knows before anybody. He'll know if that's what they're doing. He already know. He's just not saying nothing, and they probably telling him not to say nothing. But you know, Shedeur know already. Wherever how they're headed, he knows. But let it do what it do. But I just know that when y'all tell me, because I'm the last to know, if he's starting, then I'll watch the game. But I'm not really into the Browns like that unless he playing. Like I rock with Quinshawn Judkins, you know what I'm saying, Isaiah Bond, the other receivers they got in this year. Harold Fannin Jr. They got Fano there now. Fano, excuse me. They got some good additions on defense to still, like the trade for Myles Garrett. That's a good pickup. So they trended in the right direction. It's just that they gotta get that quarterback situation under wraps. And for his whole tenure as owner, he has yet to do that. You know that? His whole tenure as owner, he has yet to get it right. He always found a way to sabotage it. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. What made him pay all that money to Deshaun anyway? That's a man. Whoever Deshaun agent is, he need to be in the Hall of Fame. That's Hall of Fame status. Like all of it guaranteed, every single penny. And if you go to his Instagram, he looked like he signed a big contract. He looked like it. Nothing but opulence. But that money go fast though. Believe it or not. Ask Floyd. They don't mess around and stole that money from that boy. That man. It's crazy. But that's the system, man. Shout out to Travis. I see him out there. He getting ready to make a run and get it done again. I saw him. He had made a video with Ken Griffey Jr. They went on a fishing trip. I saw that. I just saw Coach Bucky and them vlog. They went to look at animals. And I think Coach, he back in Colorado now. They getting ready to, start up again. So what else? Yeah, man. Just off season stuff, off season business. So he seemed to think he got a good squad this year. So we're gonna have to wait and see what Colorado do. I think he's a little bit more happy with this squad because he handpicked them. So, but I'm gonna tell you something. If they get past Georgia Tech, they go into a bowl game. They win that first game against Georgia Tech, they go into a bowl game. Trust me. And especially on how they beat them. If they beat them convincingly, because you know who the Georgia Tech quarterback is. That's Mendoza's little brother. I heard that according to reports, everybody's saying he's the starter. He's gonna be the starter on opening day. So if he's anything like his brother, he's gonna be good. But so we got Georgia Tech. If we beat Georgia Tech convincingly, they go into a bowl game this year. And then the second game is Weber State. They can't take Weber State lightly either because everybody playing them like this their bowl game. But they should roll over Weber State. And go from there, man. You said if Shedeur plays it off for the Browns, it would be after the trade. Yeah, I know you said that earlier. Be at the trade. I just read it again. Be at the trade deadline. That's how I was. Damn, that's how I was last year. Shit. Well, anyway, that's when I'll watch the Browns. I'm curious to see what the Rams gonna do this year. They got Garrett. They beefing up. Oh, the World Cup starts soon, so I will be out at MetLife Stadium, out there vlogging. So we'll look out for those live chats. I'm gonna be in front of MetLife Stadium. I'll be out there tailgating. I may try to go in for the Brazil because I follow Brazil. So we'll see. Because the Mayor Mandani, he wants the tickets to go down. He said the tickets are too high. He said, come on, man. $500 for nosebleeds? That's crazy. I'm finna pay it though, because I want to be in there for the excitement. Just for one, just for experience. Actually, no, because the problem is it's probably gonna be sold out. So I think I'll just concentrate on making some money out there. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. But I will be out there vlogging though, for the World Cup. So look out for that action. That's gonna be soon. Because we know the World Cup gonna be in Canada, it's gonna be in Toronto, several places in the United States and Mexico. So the games kick off in Mexico City, and then we'll go from there. Philadelphia, I think they got some matches. ATL got some matches. So it's gonna be something. World's Cup, man. Every 4 years, the world stops for a minute to enjoy the World's Cup. It's the world sport, man. What's his name is playing with passion, Neymar Jr. Brazil called him up, man. They said, "You got it." He was happy too. He was playing in that friendly. He was playing with passion. That's what we want to see. Man, you know who else is playing? If anybody know about soccer, the old dude, the defensive guy for Brazil. What's his name? I couldn't believe he was out there playing. He's like 40 something. But yeah, man, I can't wait for that. The last time the World Cup was here was in '94, and I was out there. It was at Giant Stadium, the Jets and Giants. They used to call it Giant Stadium. They had some group games at Giant Stadium. So I was out there for that. So I'm gonna be right back up there. So look out for that. I have to look at the schedule to see if the Browns playing the Jets or the Giants. I might go to that if Shedeur is playing. Um, so look out for that. I will go to that. You know what I'm saying? My boy said he'll get me a ticket. He was like, "Yeah, man. You think Shedeur gonna play for the Browns?" I said, "Yo, he should." But he said he gonna finna get booed in Giant Stadium. He said that if Shedeur is playing because they want him. That's like that's like showing him love, actually, booing him because they want him. Because they not because after what's his name did. And for me, it ain't a big deal. If you want to sit up there and announce the president, so be it. But a lot of people didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. There's a lot of other stuff going on in the world. Leave the kid alone. You know what I'm saying? So leave the kid alone, man. He's a football player. He's not in politics. So that's how I see it. There's a lot of other stuff going on in the world. These high gas prices, grocery bills. I mean, I'm not worried about the Giants quarterback introducing somebody. It's just, I don't know. People got a lot of time on their hands, man. I've been watching Shiloh vlogs, by the way. He's been vlogging quite a bit. They got their cars towed. Did they really get their cars towed or they sit up here trolling us? They got both of them got their cars towed. That was crazy. He was like, how you tow a cyber truck? Easy. They want money out you. They gonna tow your car now. For sure. But yeah, both of them got towed. That's craziness. So yeah, he been vlogging quite a bit. I like his vlogs. Um, Bucky, of course. I think Bucky, he got a new car, didn't he? I think I saw that vlog. What did he get? What did Bucky wind up getting? A Porsche? I'm not really into cars like that, but I like seeing what he be doing. I know Coach Prime just bought another one. I forget what it was. Um, it's a Chevy or something. I can't remember. Yep. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll be back. Um, but hey, man, Shador's in the driver's seat. It's gonna be what it be, man. He gonna play this year though, for sure. I'll be waiting. As soon as the game comes, then I'll be ready for it. But we'll see. Guys, I'll catch y'all in a minute. Thanks for watching.